All right, so next up we have Jackson State's press conference from last night's game. So shout out to HBCU Game Day. We're gonna watch this and we're gonna see what Coach had to say about it. So let's get it.
We didn't play our best game that's been taken away from Coach George and the team that he placed on the field today. They're not the same team we played last year. He's done a phenomenal job with his school, with his team. Hats off to him. He had a couple guys who went out of the game. The one guy for targeting guy. I hate seeing guys thrown out of the game for targeting. I mean, you got to give a kid a shot. Just being thrown out of the game, I don't think that's fair whatsoever. And he's a pretty good player. But overall, we had a wonderful experience. I'm glad we got out of here with the victory, even though we feel like we didn't play our best football.
Question.
Coach, a lot of coaches take special teams for granted, man, but you put emphasis on special teams, and it actually helped you get the win today. How important is having a good special team?
Well, they call special team special. And just so have it, most of our starters don't play special teams unless they really on the verge of going to the next level in the NFL. The NFL wants to see them participate on special teams. But we have a bunch of fresh guys running down there full speed and doing a wonderful job. Field goal, X1 unit has been phenomenal all season. I don't think you missed yet. Yeah, the block don't count. That was somebody's fault. But other than that, we've been on point with special teams. They have been special.
I said it last week. I'm gonna say it this week. Like the importance of what Coach Prime did to not only get themselves a good lineman, good linemen, 5 or 6 of them, but to get some good kickers. And it didn't really make much of a difference last week, but it made a whole world of difference last night. It made a big difference, which is why I think from what I saw, he did end up getting the MVP. And you know, even though he got it blocked, his first one it got blocked. He made the rest of them, and you saw that was a big difference in the game. So shout out to the kicker, man.
What are your thoughts on the offense tonight?
Offensively, we gotta execute better. It just starts up front. We just gotta be more physical up front. Receivers, we gotta make plays, and we overall just gotta get the ball in my hand. So we're gonna watch the film this week. We go over and just figure out what we did wrong. We just gotta make plays.
Was there anything that they presented to you that you wasn't already prepared for or anything like that?
Now that's the thing. The coaches, the game plan this week was exactly accurate. Like everything we wanted, it was there. It was just we just gotta go out there and make plays and just be more confident on where I'm going with the ball, all plays. Just get all them players just locked in.
Coach, what would you give the Braves for your team defense, performance on the defensive end? It seemed like they put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, really caused a lot of mistakes.
Defensive ends.
Defensive as a whole.
Okay, he's right here.
I'll be great on the defense.
Great on the defense. That's an 8. That's an 8, not an 8 plus. 8, they scored 3 points. You got to understand who our defense are. These guys are relentless. They're picking right up where they left off from a year ago, and I really do feel like they've got better. They're very dominant. They're relentless. When the team scores on us, it's something we did, and that's not taking nothing away from Coach George and his team, but normally it's something that we did.
And now, what did you see here that allowed?
Hey, that first drive of the game, if it wasn't for that long ball, well, that breakdown in the secondary, it could have been a shutout. To keep it real, because it wasn't because mind you, Tennessee State didn't methodically drive down the field the entire game. It was like off that first drive, they got that long ball, and then they probably gained another 4 or 5 yards after that, and then got the field goal. But yeah, Tennessee State's offense really couldn't get it going most of the game. So that it could have been a blowout if that long play didn't happen. Just my observation.
How'd you do attack and get the 4 sacks?
I just went with the game plan. I practiced everything I seen all week, watching film and just translate it to the field.
What did you see on film that you translated to that?
So when I was watching the left tackle, I see every 3 steps he's gonna punch. He throws 2 punches, and then the right tackle, he likes to look inside as soon as he turns his shoulders, so I attack him. So I use power, and then on the left tackle, I just took what I wanted from him.
Coach, was Travis Hunter's absence, was that injury related? Or?
Yeah, Travis is hurt. Travis is hurt. He'll be back shortly. He's hurt.
Hey, Coach, Aubrey Miller comes back. He's one of your best players. What are your thoughts on him and how well and valuable he means? What do you mean to the team?
Aubrey is a valuable part of our team, especially the defense. He's part of the attitude of the defense. He's tough, he's physical, he makes plays, he flies around, he plays with an attitude, with a chip on his shoulder, and he practices the same way. So he's a phenomenal football player for us, and he's a pro. I feel like he's a professional football player.
Alejandro, did you ever
He about to get
any
there.
time tonight before coming to this game that this game would come down to a lot of field goals? Like, did you think that you would, in a million years, think that you would have this performance?
Personally, I'm always ready for anything that comes up. I'm there if they need me, field goals, PATs, even if it's kickoff, I'm there. I'm just ready for any situations to come up.
Coach, you had the ball 4th and 6 at the 30-yard line. I was just wondering if there's a reason you didn't kick the field goal or if you were just trying to cut them down or what.
Just a lot of things could happen at that point in time, and we had control of the game. And I was weighing the negative things that could happen instead of the positive things that could happen. And when you have a defense playing like we're playing, why would you take that chance? That's a chance.
For me personally, from what I saw, I think I know what he's talking about. Cause I think it was a point. I think it might have been in the 4th quarter that where 4th down, and instead of kicking the field goal, cause I think I spoke about it whenever I was reacting to it. I didn't think he just had the leg for it. I didn't think he had the leg for it. So him kicking a long field goal like that, like the longer you have to kick it, the lower the drive has to be. So imagine not only him being short, but he was going to have to line drive it in order to make that field goal. And it was going to be a strong possibility that it was going to get blocked. So I think at that moment, it was a good decision. Because, at the end of the day, your defense is playing absolutely amazing. So why risk it? So I agree with him.
I'd rather than drive the ball 90 yards. That's impossible. It's not going to happen.
Shador, what were your thoughts on the red zone and the issues you guys had?
Truly, we just gotta execute. That's
not working. Grab all
Truly, we just gotta execute. That's all it is. The play calls was there, the looks was there, everything was there. It was just we just gotta make plays and just be more decisive.
I'd like to hear from each of the players just what you thought about the experience of being in the Liberty Bowl, everything like that.
Say that again.
I'd like to hear from the players about what they thought about the experience playing the Liberty Bowl. They may not be in an environment like this again this year.
What do you mean we ain't going to be in a environment like this?
Just like the pageantry of the Southern Heritage Classic.
You know we play in Jacksonville.
Right, I understand. Just,
You know we play in Houston now.
I understand. I'm just saying, being in this environment with the Southern Heritage Classic,
Oh.
the rivalry, all that,
Good.
that experience, more so than the Bulls.
Well, I say we're all new players, so the rivalry is different. Like we're not too
Care. We don't care.
Yeah, we really don't. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But the atmosphere was great. All the fans that came out, the fans during the game, just everything was just amazing. But I knew that's what we was coming into going into this game.
Sure. How was the vibe when you're on offense and it's a little different than last week to this week?
I tune all that out. I'm not really focused on the fans and the noises and all of that. I'm just focused on the play call and just executing, just reading, just getting my reads.
As far as though, scoring so many touchdowns last week and then, kind of looking for that first touchdown late, did that feel any difference with the offense? You guys kind of keep it going?
Of course we didn't click. That's all it was. But as soon as we got that first touchdown at the end of the game, like we knew it was coming. but we just had to stay patient, and then it came.
Coach, what did you tell your team at halftime? 6-3.
We have an expectation. Told them the same thing before the game. We expect to be dominant. People who came to the game expect us to be dominant. Even the opposing team pretty much expected us to be dominant. And we got to fulfill those obligations to our teammates and ourselves first. And we did.
What do you do to get better?
I'm sorry, when you, I don't know how. If I'm Tennessee State, I don't know how I feel about that when you say what you said. Like, I don't look. I know, like if I'm Tennessee State, I'm, like when you say we expect to be dominant, the fans that came to see the game expect us to be dominant. Then when you say Tennessee State expect for us to be dominant, I don't like. Look, if I'm Tennessee State, I'm taking that as if you think we're gonna lay down. You think because y'all are this big bag defense that we just gonna lay down for y'all. That ain't happening. But then, of course, when the offense did that, defense showed up. But I don't know how I feel about that.
The level and the standard is a new level and it's a new standard. We won 16-3 with a dominant during defensive game, and we up here pissed off. Do you understand how we think? We 16-3. So what did they do? They had scored 2 touchdowns to beat us, right? And we upset right now. That's the level where we are. We expect to be dominant. And we're going to get back on practice field. We practice tomorrow. We're going to work. And we'll get it together.
Ooh, practice tomorrow.
What were your thoughts on Niles' performance?
He's causing havoc. I mean, we thought he had a few sacks last week. We checked and it wasn't the case. But that just upset him because they felt like he had them. So he didn't want to leave here again with that same feeling that he had last week. The team of this week was let's do it again. Let's do it again, and he did it. So he left a lot of meat on the bone last season that somebody else ate. And he's not happy with that, seeing someone else clap and get all the accolades and get all the passion and data boys and all. He's not happy with that. He wants that. Not that he's looking for that because he's not that type of kid, but he's hungry. He's hungry, and he practices at that level. He studies and prepares. Those intricate things he just told you, that should allow you to know how detailed he is about his game and getting to the next level, which is the NFL.
Coach, can you talk about Grammy next week and the fans?
We're going to enjoy this thing tonight, and we're going to rate that film and fix what we were dominant upon. But some highlights. Wilkinson ran for 85 yards, 15 carries. His 5.4 clip. John Levesque came there and gave us some light. I mean, those types of things. We had 13 targets to hooks, which is a lot of targets. We got to come up a little better than that ratio. Our partner Sam did a great job. I mean, we should have got him inside the one a couple times, and we messed that up. But defensively, Jock, you just sent me a stat. What was that alarming stat?
3 yards, 27 plays, second half.
3 yards and 27 plays in the second half. Those are phenomenal statistics. We got to build off of that because our expectation is our expectation.
Coach, you said in terms of the rivalry, we don't care. In terms of
I'm like, we just got here. How's this a rivalry?
I was just curious. Would you want to? I know you said you don't want to.
Yeah. It's not a rivalry, bro. I don't know. Just because it's a classic, don't mean it's a rivalry. No. Let's stop that right there. This game was not. It's not a rivalry. Like, what are you talking about? No, it's not.
Playing with many classics, but would you want to continue the series with Eddie George?
I don't know what
fashion.
Well, what I'm saying is we got to do better business. That's what I was talking about. So whether we do it in Jackson or in Tennessee, I'm good. I'm good. If you get the business right, we'll do it here. But I'm for the business of making sure these kids are straight. Not coming down there needing to stop and get borrow some gas money on the way back. That's what this is about. Right? So I'm looking out for the best interests of our kids. That's what I'm saying. So as far as the rivalry, all of us just got here. We don't know. You know anything about rivalry? We don't know nothing about that.
This time we have trophy presentations. Most valuable player.
Oh, there's a trophy presentation. Oh. A trophy presentation. I didn't know they were doing that.
Thank you.
Alejandro Mata.
Yeah.
Alejandro Mata. I like that. He matters. He matters to us.
And now the team trophy presentation.
Team trophy, Nate Jones, Southern Heritage Classic, and on behalf of the Southern Heritage Classic, congratulations.
Okay. All right, back. All right, so that was the the conference or whatever. So we're gonna watch Tennessee State in a little bit, but I do want to say this, fam. Yeah, and I knew it was dominant because I'm like, yo, Jackson State in the second half defensively was on another level, bro. Like their defense in the second half was on another level. It was ridiculous. But Tennessee State, they are going to do well. They're going to be better for this, So let's go ahead. We're going to check out Tennessee State in a little bit. So